Whether it's Boomer Sooner or pistols firing, you're listening to the College Wrap-Up Show with yours truly, Coach K, on QITC Studio Sports.
Fighting for bloodlust and a holy war. Listen up, hear the patriots shout. Times are changing. In the end, choice was clear. Take a shot in the face of fear. Fist up in the firing line. Times are changing.
afternoon, everybody. Another Sunday is upon us. I'm Coach K, broadcasting live right here in the heart of your city at the Pizza Hut at 1201 East Broadway, right here, celebrating 60 years of pizza excellence. Doing it right. The best pan pizza in America, folks, since 1980. Home of just about every sports team that is in Oklahoma, including your Oklahoma State Cowboys and your Oklahoma Sooners. And we also cater to the NBA side of things, hanging out. You can come and watch all of your Oklahoma City Thunder play games right here at your local Pizza Hut. They'll have it on the telly, I guarantee it. So come on over. The best of both worlds. Pizza Hut and Wing Street. Wing Street's been knocking down borders and creating more things for you to enjoy for over 15 years. Pizza Hut. No one, and I mean absolutely no one, outdoes the Hut. And you can't have football, whether it be in college or professional sports, without Hut. 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 And I love them telling you I'm watching the NFL right now. Right now, it's a barn burner in Philadelphia. I know we're talking about college, but it's a barn burner right now in Philadelphia, 13-all. And we're looking at the fourth quarter approaching. I'm telling you, it is dirt, grit, and blood in the trenches in Philly. But we're going to talk about your Oklahoma State Cowboys and Oklahoma Sooners just a little bit. But I'd like to introduce you and welcome you to the IGTS LLC College Wrap-Up Show with yours truly, Coach K. And let me tell you, IGTS LLC is your go-to computer guys. Been doing it in the heart of your city of Altus. And now with their new location directly behind Fraser Bank, on Main Street, the address 118 South Main Street. Make sure you put that in your GPS and tell Siri, hey, I need to go get my computer worked on. Where do I need to go? And guess what? Siri is even willing to tell you. IGTS LLC, your go-to computer guys right here in Altus. And I'd also like to thank Wilmus Superstore Service Department. I'm telling you, I love the guys at Wilma's Superstore Service Department. Moses, Matt, Mike Maxwell, Daryl Lee, and the whole crew. There's more experience in that building than you can shake a stick at. And let me tell you, they are the best at what they do. And they're so good at what they do that they are the back-to-back Lincoln Presidential Award winners. I'm telling you, when you excel in customer service, when you excel in product satisfaction, you get recognized. And when you get recognized by the president of a brand, especially over a company that stood the test of time, like Lincoln, you're the only one in Oklahoma that could do it 2 times back to back. And that is Wilma's Superstore Service Department on the corner of Savings 108 North Veterans Drive, right here in Altus. Your Oklahoma Sooners. Let's talk about your Sooners taking on the Army Knights yesterday at Gaylord Memorial Stadium. It was a barn burner from kick to overtime. And when I say kick, and I mention kick very importantly, you know, Aaron Seifert for years have kicked over 100 different field goals. And, you know, nobody is perfect, and it happens to the best of the best kickers. You can ask Dan Bailey, you know, formerly of the Dallas Cowboys. The man had a boot, and your guy Aaron Seifert has a boot as well. You know, he just missed one at a very crucial time. But you know what? Lincoln Riley, instead of being, you know, down about it, he rallied all the troops. We're talking about even the towel boy was in that huddle last night. And he inspired your Sooners to get on that field and get that victory. But there, you know, it's week 4 and people are saying, well, are the Sooners unstoppable? they can be. And they showed that yesterday where an opportunity, the opportunity almost slipped by, but they just kept with it, kept driving, and in that overtime score, 28-21, I tell you, that was a well-earned and hard-fought battle against the Army Knights. And let me tell you, don't take anything away from the Army Knights. They came to play. So that lets you know that, hey, every game counts. And when I say every game counts, every game counts. So week 4 all the way up until the end of the season, it's very, very important. And your Sooners came out victorious, 28-21 final score in Norman. And just to let you know, Pizza Hut has everything you need for every football party, office party, you name it, they got you covered. And when I say they got you covered, they celebrate this time of year because there's 5 days of the week that you need to take into consideration. Thursday, you got Thursday night football. Friday, you have your Friday Night Lights football. Saturday, College Town. Sunday, NFL. And Monday Night Football. So 5 days of the week you need to mark on your calendar, Thursday through Monday, and make sure Pizza Hut is a part of that agenda when you're having your party. Celebrating 60 years of excellence, it's Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut, the official pizza of the NCAA and the NFL. Turning over to the Oklahoma State Cowboys, it was a heartbreaker at Boone Pickens Stadium last night where the first loss to your Oklahoma State Cowboys did occur against a very ready and prepared Texas Tech Red Raiders. Things looked confident until it started to crumble. Miscues, mistakes, fumbles, everything happened in a negative against your Cowboys. And let me just say for the record, anytime that you have only 18 first downs throughout a game and only 128 yards rushing and 258 yards passing throughout a game, you're gonna have some problems. So total offensive yards for your Cowboys was 386 to Texas Tech's 621 total offensive yards. Back to the drawing board we go for your Oklahoma State Cowboys, and even Coach Gundy in the press conference said, hey, we made mistakes and we're going to have to go back to fundamentals. And yes, sometimes when you lose a bunch of seniors to a football team, you have some backup, and it may not be a rebuilding year, but it does look like that we have to go back to the old drawing board with your Cowboys. But don't give up on your Cowboys. One loss is not the end of your season. You just have to pull up your bootstraps and keep going and get ready for that next endeavor.
For the fans, by the fans, QITC Studio Sports.
Taking a look now at your Big 12 standings after yesterday's games between your OSU Cowboys and your Oklahoma Sooners. Your Sooners went down a notch on your national rankings. They are now number 6. LSU has replaced that number 5 stamp. But in the coaches poll, your Sooners are still in the number 5 ranking across the nation, but they are number 1 in the Big 12. West Virginia taking care of some serious business, 3-0 on the season. Baylor Bears, they are 3-1. Texas Longhorns are now ranked number 18 in the nation, and the Texas Tech Raiders, with that win against your Cowboys yesterday, puts them on the map at number 25 in the nation. And OSU is number 5, Kansas 6, Kansas State 7, Horned Frogs 9, and Iowa State Cyclones still on the bottom of the heap. But that doesn't mean too much because a lot can change. And like I said, the title of this week's show is that every game counts, because every game counts. And next week, you got your Cowboys going to be doing some great duties abroad, taking on the Kansas Jayhawks. And let me tell you, the Kansas Jayhawks right now have some moxie about them. They need to make sure they come to play when they go to see your Jayhawks next week. Kickoff is at 12 noon. Actually, 11 o'clock, probably going to be on the ESPN. They don't have a channel here listed yet for that, but I do believe that it will be on ESPN and or Fox Sports 1. Got to take care of business. Really take this loss as a learning tool to get better. And I do believe that the Cowboys can get better and still be in contention for Big 12 play, and also possibly, I'm going out on a limb, maybe for some college playoff potential, but definitely the Big 12 is not out of the picture. Your Oklahoma Sooners take on the Baylor Bears next week, and that is going to be an interesting situation. The Baylor Bears got to come to Norman, so the 12th man is in full effect for your Sooners, and that will take place on ABC at 2:30, and it's going to be a great game. So doubleheader action going to be taking place at Just Brew Coffee House. We're going to be watching some great football on Saturday. So I'll be talking to you more about that soon. And until next week, make sure that you take care of business when it comes to your life. Take care of it, because every game counts, and we only get one chance at this dance. And I'm Coach Cade, and I thank each one of my sponsors for what they do with QITC Studio Sports.
Hey, this is Coach Cade, and Sunday afternoons you're going to be tuning in to the greatest fan-based commentary football wrap-up show you've ever heard. Live at Pizza Hut, 1201 East Broadway, right here in Altus. It's the IGTS LLC's college wrap-up show with yours truly, Coach Cade.